UFC 148 this weekend, July 7th, 2012 at 7 p.m., like Chael Sonnen has been saying. All right, a lot of fights to talk about, and especially the main card, Chael Sonnen and Anderson Silva for the UFC middleweight title. First up on the fight card is Ivan Menjevar and Mike Easton. I'm going to go with Ivan Menjevar for his experience. He's got 32 fights total. He's got UFC experience of being in welterweight, lightweight, and now finally in the bantamweight where he belongs. In his last 3 fights in the bantamweight division, he's won all 3. Mike Easton is a younger, well-rounded fighter, but still going with Ivan Menjevar for his experience. Chad Money Mendez coming off his loss against Jose Aldo and Cody McKenzie, who has lost his last 2 of 3. I'm going to go with Chad Money Mendez because of his wrestling ability. He can dictate where the fight goes. Chad Money Mendez wins this fight by unanimous decision. Dong Kim and Demian Maia. I had a hard time picking this fight because both fighters are really good in what they do. Dong Kim is a judo black belt. Demian Maia, a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Both great strikers. Great striker in Dong Kim's corner. For Demian Maia, on the other hand, he's improving his striking. Granted, wherever the fight goes to, I believe that Demian Maia will take this fight and win this fight. So I'm going with Demian Maia by submission. Cung versus Patrick Cote. This is going to be the fight of the night or knockout of the night. The only reason I say this is because both of these guys are experienced strikers. Experienced strikers means awesomeness. I'm serious. Cung Le, an extreme, realist. Like, his kicks come out like if they're from a video game. So you're going to see explosive kicks from Cung Le and explosive striking from Patrick Cote. So this is a tailor-made fight for knockout of the night or fight of the night. Time will tell. But I'm going with Cung Le because of his experience with his karate, kickboxing, and his undefeated record in kickboxing. Granted, he does have a couple losses in the MMA. MMA is a different sport. So Cung Le by knockout. Griffin and Tito Ortiz. Are you excited for this fight? Neither am I. Really not looking forward to this fight. It is the co-main event. It is the trilogy. None of the fans asked for it, even though Tito Ortiz is promoting it as if the fans were asking for it. I was not asking for this fight. I don't think you guys were asking for the fight. This fight does not interest me at all. But I'm going to go through the breakdown. UFC co-main event for UFC 148 is Griffin and Tito Ortiz. Griffin, he won 2 of the last 3, very underrated ground game, and he's got a heart like a champ. Tito Ortiz, great wrestler, but he's lost 4 of his last 5. I'm going with Griffin. I hope Tito Ortiz wins his last fight. He is the underdog in this fight, but I'm still going with Griffin because he still has the fresher chin compared to Tito Ortiz. Anderson Silva, Chael Sonnen. I can't wait for this fight. I don't know what else to say. What do I say? Anderson Silva, yes, we all know he's the Muay Thai specialist. He's precision striking. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and black belt under the Nogueira brothers. He has won 12 straight UFC fights. Impressive resume. The only guy to ever beat the living crap out of him, but he still won the fight, was Chael Sonnen. Chael Sonnen has been getting underneath Anderson the Spider Silva's skin. It's ridiculous. Seeing the press conference was ridiculous. I cannot wait for the weigh-ins. I'm so excited for this fight. I don't know how much emphasis I have to put in seeing. I want to see this fight happen tonight. Wish it was happening tonight. All right. Chael Sonnen. He's the people's champ or the American Gangsta. I like that one better. He's a brawler. He's got heart. Superb wrestling. He's won his last 4 or 5. The only loss in those last 5 fights is of Anderson Silva in the 5th round of a title fight that he was winning. It was his fight to lose that night, but he lost. Tail of the tape. Anderson Silva, 37. Chael, 35. Height, 6'2" for Silva, 6'1" for Sonnen. They're both going to weigh in around 185. Silva has a 3.5-inch reach advantage. For this fight, I'm going with the underdog, the trash talker. because Anderson Silva is so narrow visioned right now. He's in tunnel vision. All he sees is knocking Sonnen out. That's what he wants to do. He's going to want to knock Sonnen out as quickly as possible because he doesn't want to go through the long, grueling fight that Sonnen can put him through. And if he goes through with that game plan, it opens many holes for Sonnen to grab a leg and take him down and beat him for 5 rounds, just like he did last time. This time, Sonnen needed to practice on his triangle defense. If he practiced on his triangle defense, this is a long night for Silva. And I cannot believe that the odds makers are not giving Sonnen more credit than what he deserves. I'm picking Sonnen by unanimous decision, and we're going to have a new UFC middleweight champion. And I believe if Anderson Silva win or lose, I think he will retire just because of his age. He's got so many fights. He's a legendary fighter. No discredit to Silva. He's the greatest fighter to ever live at this time. Going with Sonnen, though. Sonnen is the American hero. He's the American badass, in my opinion. And he's going to win this fight. I hope you like what I've analyzed today. I'm looking really forward to this fight. I know a lot of people that I talk to who watch UFC or watch MMA who are into this know that this is going to be fireworks. This is 4th of July weekend. Let's go for the Americans. Let's go. Thank you, everybody, to all our troops. Happy 4th of July to everybody. Have a safe one and enjoy the fight.